Hello students, today we are going to learn the topic decimals. Let us observe how tenths are written as decimals. 1/10 is 1 divided by 10, which gives us 0.1, and it is read as 0.1. Now, let's see 2/10. 2/10 is 2 divided by 10, which gives us 0.2, and it is read as 0.2. Next, we have 9/10. 9/10 is 9 divided by 10, which is 0.9, and it is read as 0.9. Moving on, let's talk about the rules for writing decimals. If the denominator is 10, put a decimal point in the number in the numerator after one digit from the right. If the denominator is 100, put a decimal point in the number in the numerator after two digits from the right. And if the denominator is 1000, put a decimal point in the number in the numerator after three digits from the right. Now let's learn about reading decimals. For example, 0.06 is read as 6 hundredths or 0.06. Another example is 0.43, which is read as 43 hundredths or 0.43. Next, we have 2.31, which is read as 2 and 31 hundredths or 2.31. Lastly, 32.47 is read as 32 and 47 hundredths or 32.47. Next, we'll look at a place value chart. Here we have the categories of thousands, hundreds, tens, ones, and decimals. For example, a number like 2746.375 can be broken down into its place values. In expanded notation, it is expressed as 2000 plus 700 plus 40 plus 6 plus 0.3 plus 0.07 plus 0.005 is equal to 2746.375. Now, let's talk about comparing decimals, specifically how to compare tens and hundreds. For instance, let's consider which weighs more, 0.2 kg or 0.05 kg. If we look closely, 0.2 kg is read as 200 grams, while 0.05 kg is read as 50 grams. Therefore, 0.2 kg is heavier. The place value of a digit is important when comparing decimal numbers. Remember the values in decimals. As the place value moves to the right, the value decreases by a tenth. For example, to reduce ones by units to tens, you divide by 10. To reduce tens to hundreds, you also divide by 10. Now let's determine which decimal is greater, 0.30 or 0.3. If we look at the place values, we see that they have the same value. Let's consider a scenario. If you only have 75 rupee, which snack can you buy? We have two options, 70 rupees and 90 rupees. Since 70 is less than 75, you can buy the snack that costs 70. We can use symbols to show the relationship between two numbers. The symbol means greater than, while means less than. Next, let's compare decimals again. Is 0.8 greater than or less than 0.76? By comparing the digits, we see that 8 is greater than 7, so 0.8 is greater than 0.76. Remember, always look at the place values. The further the digit is to the left, the greater its value. Now let's move to the addition of decimals. For example, when we add 5.254 and 4.457, just by using all the same addition methods we can add these two in the same way. So after adding we get the result as 9.711. Next, we have subtraction of decimals. Let's subtract 2.786 from 8.420. Similarly, we can follow the normal subtraction method to reach the result, which is 5.634. Now, let's understand decimals in relation to money. We know that 100 paisa equals 1 rupee and 1 paisa is 0.01 rupee. For instance, 25 paisa equals 0.25 rupee. How many rupees are in 350 paisa? It is 3.50 rupees. And if we take 781 paisa, that would be 7 rupees and 81 paise. Now, let's see how many paisa are in 80 rupees. We multiply 80 by 100, which gives us 8,000 paisa. Let's try a simple question involving addition and subtraction in money. Shyam purchased a pencil worth rupees 3.40 and an eraser worth rupees 2.10. To find out how much he spent in total, we add these amounts together. 3.40 plus 2.10 equals rupees 5.50. Now, let's move on to multiplication of money. Multiplication of money is done in the same way as you would multiply whole numbers. However, we must remember to put the decimal point after 2 digits from the right in the product. For example, Hina bought 15 pairs of earrings, each costing rupees 8.50. If she paid rupees 150 in total, how much will she get back? To find out how much she spent, we multiply 8.50 times 15 equals rupees 127.50. If she paid rupees 150, the change she got back is 150 minus 127.50, which equals rupees 22.50. Let's look at the multiplication step. 8.50 multiplied by 15 gives us 127.50. This is the representation of how the calculations will look like. Now, let's discuss division of money. We divide it as ordinary numbers. When dividing, place the decimal point in the quotient directly above the point in the dividend. For instance, if Asha paid rupees 513.18 for 9 books, how much did she pay for each book? To find out how much she paid for each book, we divide 513.18 by 9. The result shows that Asha paid rupees 57.02 for each book. In conclusion, hence all money matters can be easily sorted out by the use of decimal numbers. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 4. Thank you.